Another day of DIY Sprinter van build. Yesterday I left off with working on the Webasto heater, but because I'm waiting for some adhesive to secure that ring, that sleeve, the metal sleeve down, I'm not going to work on it just yet. I'll wait for it to arrive, which is going to be later today by Amazon. So I'm gonna park the van outside and we're gonna start cutting some wood and start building some cabinetry, upper cabinets, lower cabinets. So let's get started with that. I've been sort of batching the wood cutting, especially for the big pieces, because I don't have a really big space to do cutting. I don't have a workshop or anything. So cutting wood, big pieces are all done on one day. And today is going to be cutting the lower base cabinets, the upper cabinets. I just got all the measurements for everything that I need to cut as far as what the base cabinets and upper cabinets look like. And I pulled out a few pieces of the 3/4 wood, the 1/2 inch wood, and let's cut a few pieces of board. And we might not finish the entire cabinet today. At least I have the smaller pieces, which makes moving them around and cutting them into the actual cabinet itself a lot easier. So let's start with that. Let's cut some wood. So I just got a bunch of wood cut, including the upper cabinet for the kitchen area, the upper cabinet for the passenger seat right above it, and the 2 pieces of board, actually 3 pieces of board for the kitchen counter. I still need to modify the kitchen counter and the upper cabinets. For the upper cabinets, I need to cut that curvature so that it fits along the side of the van. And then the upper cabinet, I need to cut out the toe kick area. And then one long piece of the, which is right here in the back, the long piece of the baseboard, which is going to be extending to the sliding door. So that's going to have an extra curvature, extra cut for the step into the van, so it's going to be like a little ladder. So I need to still cut those. Let me start with the upper cabinets. I already have the sort of the curvature cut from the walls that we previously made right here. This should be the same curvature. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trace it on the two sideboards for the upper cabinets, and then we can just trim around it to make it nice and smooth for the curvature of the van. Let's start with that. Okay, so these boards here are for the passenger, and I also cut the support beams for it. It's a little kit. Two sides, one in the middle perhaps. I don't know if we'll need it, but I have it here. And I can probably trim it all together, maybe. But we'll see. All right, let's trace it first. Here we are, side pieces for the upper cabinets. Let's test fit it real quick. So this is gonna go right here. Yeah, I think the fitting is pretty good. All right, let's cut the rest of them. Okay, now that we got the sideboards cut, this is sort of how it looks like. Turn it around. This is gonna sit right on top. This one is gonna go on the side, and I'll add some pocket screws to attach all this together. And then this one also in the middle, I'll have a little separator. I don't really need a separator for the upper cabinet itself, but this is more for like adding support to the actual beam, so I can just sort of make this even more secure, especially this one that is going to be above the passenger seat area. Let's make some pocket holes. Hey Spence, see what we're doing? You're at the new van, huh? Dada making some cabinets. Yeah, Dada making some cabinets. Yeah? Let me finish with this first, okay? You can hang on the van. All right. Dada building you some stuff. Oh, it's a crane. Okay, our first cabinet is done. Looking pretty good. Let's try the fitting. Okay. The plastic trim piece on the side, I actually wanted to cut. So it's probably not going to fit on the first try, but let's just take a look. Yeah, once I get that trimmed out, then this is going to be perfect. So let me do that. Let me trim a little bit of that. I just cut off the little bit of the trim piece here. Let's see if this fits. I might have to modify it a little bit if it does not, but let's see. Oh yeah. Nice. Really good fitting. I think that's it with this. Before I secure it, I'm gonna sand it down real quick because this is gonna be painted on later on. So let's do that first. Okay, Rena's gonna help me with mounting this because it's hard to do it with one person. You can just hold it for me. I think it looks pretty level. Yeah, I'm gonna put in a few holes. Our upper cabinets are in. It looks really, really good. This is really sturdy. I'm gonna add more screws to it just to make it even more secured, but this is pretty stable the way it is right now. It's really good. I think that's gonna be it for today as far as building things. It's starting to get dark. I don't wanna start on the other cabinet yet, just because it takes quite a while to build this. Maybe it took me like an hour and a half, 2 hours to build this one. So I'll start on that another day. So I'll start wrapping up here and we'll work on the van another day. Looking pretty good. Okay, it is time for dinner. Let's see what my mom made for dinner tonight. We got some beef and broccoli, some zucchini, tofu and bacon. Wow, and Spencer's new utensils. This is so cool. Hopefully this will help with him eating better. More like a plaything than a dish. Push some food into here. Got this spoon. All construction vehicles. Spence, you gonna enjoy this one? Yeah, we're gonna do a construction meal today. Pretty cool. Whoa. Is that cool?
And then you spoon, you push it over. And
Yeah.
then you spoon.
This is really cool plate. Found it on Amazon. Really nice. All right, let's see if you'll play. Let's go wash our hands first, and then we'll have dinner. Yeah, how do you use it? Can you use it? Ooh. Ooh, push into the spoon. It's like fun. Look, you got the spoon here. You got the bulldozer pushing the rice. And then you got the beef right here, rice and beef. Wow. Well, you gotta eat it. Wow, this is like a front loader, isn't it? Or maybe a forklift, because this is a fork. What do you think? Oh, look, you can do it like this. Wow, look. Look, Spence. You gotta push the rice into the spoon like this. Wow. Look. Well, I can try it. Oh, wow, look at this. The bulldozer spoon? Wow.
Look at it.
Okay, we got done with dinner and I'm just sitting here sort of planning out what we're going to do with the base cabinet in the kitchen. There's a few things that we want to do with it. We're going to be adding a propane tank underneath, so I'm trying to get the fitment with the sink, dishwasher, and propane. Sort of like finding out the best way to construct the entire base cabinet. So I'll be working on that tomorrow, and we also got the sealant for the Webasto heater that we was waiting for today earlier, so we can get that installed as well if we have time tomorrow. So if you guys want to keep watching our DIY Sprinter van build, hit that subscribe button so you get notified when the new videos come out. And if you enjoy watching this video, smash that like button so that it can spread to more people. We really appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye bye.